Elon became a trillionaire today.
Ooh.
Thanks for the $5,000, Elon. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
Elon's a trillionaire now?
He made me a lot of money today. I'll say.
Oh, damn.
I made like 5K in
Um,
one day. It was insane.
SpaceX went public. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I bought a fuck ton.
Um, by the way, people who don't know, I only am saying this because the New York Times leaked this, but like my wife and I are friends with Elon. He's a great guy.
He seems really cool. He seems very, very tribe.
Oh, he is. He's so cool. He's so likable. He's yeah, really, you know, on message. He every day is working his hardest to try to fix society. And I think that I might choose different lifestyle choices than him, but I think that he's doing the best with sort of where he started and his perspective. And he's definitely moving us forwards more than any human, maybe in human history. I mean, keep in mind, he did solve wokeness by buying X. He did, you know, get us to the stars. If you've ridden in one of those self-driving Teslas, they're cool as
I have one.
You know,
He's my hero, man. Like you know how like so like you know chat, you know how I don't really get starstruck by people. I would 100% get that from Elon. He's like one of the only people in this world that it would happen.
You would get what from him?
Starstruck. I'd be like, oh my god, it's Elon.
Yeah, Starlink. Oh, one of the things that will strike you about Elon when you meet him is he's much taller than you expect him to be and much more buff than you expect him to be.
Really?
Yeah. He his physique these days. Yeah, he's very buff.
Damn. Have I been to
also did
Starbase?
Doge. We almost forgot about that. I mean, I think some people just want to hate on somebody when they're successful, but like genuinely, he did a lot of big stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, being able to land the rockets, and we see what happens when other billionaires try this. The rockets blow up, right? The Jeff Bezos one.
They told, dude, I remember everyone saying that he was retarded for trying to land rockets and that it wouldn't happen.
Oh yeah, everybody did.
Yeah, everybody was talking mad shit.
Everyone's always talking mad shit about his stuff, you know. Wish he'd have a collab with Asmongold again. Yeah, well, Elon allows minor misunderstanding. I mean, he's a big ego guy. The same thing happened with him, not just with him and Asmon, but with him and Trump, right? You know,
Yeah.
But he holds things together for a while. But I've been, just cool stuff. We gotta get. I mean, he's been a little quiet for a while now, but I guess it's the SpaceX thing, you know, doing that. What's interesting is to think. This is actually interesting, and I sort of want to focus on it. I don't think he stopped trying to communicate with the public as much, but it feels like he has a lot less reach than he used to have. It used to feel like Elon was everywhere. Sort of going into this, like this last election cycle, for instance.
Do you think it's because maybe a conscious decision to like possibly he took the spotlight when he needed it, and then it was like a conscious decision that it wasn't like as important right now as other things, right? Because at the time that he was really he was in the spotlight, it was absolutely necessary for him to be in the spotlight in terms of like effectiveness.
I think that's a big part of it. Yeah. I mean, like his advocacy for pronatalism has basically stopped in any sort of meaningful public way. And it's not because he stopped caring about it. It's just, I think actually I have a thesis. I think what really happened is the media died out in terms of its relevance. And when the media died out, the things that they were obsessed with screeching about disappeared. And one of the things that they were obsessed with screeching about was Elon. And now that there's no more media, we don't see Elon plastered everywhere because our circles of the internet don't need to constantly remind people that Elon's pretty cool.
That's true,
so
yeah.
like we're just like, oh yeah, Starlink did well. But like we're always going to do better if we're talking about, you know, people freaking out about something silly.
I think it also benefits like our, if I can say our, what benefits our side, like our faction, is to focus on the goal rather than individuals, I think. Like focusing
Yeah.
on like what's the overarching goal that everybody can get behind, and like kind of making that the driving factor rather than it being like a system of like hero worship. I think it's more effective for us.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't think Elon, I mean, I think that there's some like lame hero worshippers of Elon, but I think a lot of the people who admire him don't really hero worship him. Like, I wouldn't say I do. I think that he's done like strategically good things. But I'm like, I wouldn't trade my life with his life. Not in a million years. To be a trillionaire. It's like, oh, you're a trillionaire. Yeah, but I don't have a stable, happy marriage. Right? You know?
That's the thing that's like so crazy to me is like that just seems like so much money. Like I wouldn't even know what to do with it. Like actually, like I mean, I guess like I could use it to further things. See, like, the thing is, it doesn't like translate to a thing that I want. It translates into making it easier to create the result I want, but it doesn't actually directly. It's not like I want like a car or like a mansion. You know what I mean? The only reason I would. Yes.
I wouldn't upgrade my life significantly if I had that money. It just wouldn't change really anything for me. It would give me money to troll people.
Unless it aligned with your goals, right? Unless it aligned with your goals. Like, for instance, right? Like, if you could have a bigger house so that you could have more kids, then you would do that. But then, like, the bigger house it's not getting a bigger house for the sake of getting a bigger house, for the visuals of it. It's for the utility that it has.
Yeah, yeah, but it's also just like in terms of like quality of life. Like if I'm just hedonism maxing, it's way easier to do in my life than it is to do in his life. Infinite money. Also seeing the way he interacts with the world, the things he doesn't like being himself. He's spoken about this multiple times. He finds it very hard, and he's always sort of like at maximum overdrive in terms of working. He's juggling
stress and stuff.
Multiple women who he's created difficult situations with because he's having kids with lots of people, and this can create conflict that I don't like to deal with. I don't have anyone interpersonally in my life who makes my life stressful. Not a single contact. And I've got Simone. Right, like if somebody's like, "Oh, you're really saying you would trade $1 trillion for a good wife?" And it's like most billionaires end up saying that. Millionaires, trillionaires. A famous example of this is the guy who did the what's that photo fortune? The photo like stamp on everything. Somebody will Palmer Luckey, yeah. I guess it's what the guy. Who is it? Is that Palmer? Anyway, so there's this photo company, one of the most wealthy companies in the world. They license photos to people, and super billionaire guy. And so he, upon his Getty, that's what I'm thinking of. Getty said he would have traded everything he ever had for just one stable marriage.
Wow.
And I think that's the truth of it.
What causes that? Like, why is it that these people, that have everything, why do their marriages become unstable?
Well, it can become very hard to. I mean, if everyone around you is, first of all, you have access to any woman whenever you want, as many times as you want. But right, like, keep in mind what that creates, right? A really weird power dynamic, and a lot of guys that really sort of messes with you. And then you're in an environment where no one who is around you is going to tell you you're making a mistake. No one who's around you is going to tell you you've done something wrong. So every decision you make is constantly affirmed. It's very hard. Like even I would probably spin off if I was that isolated. You've got to keep in mind how isolated that kind of wealth makes you from the rest of the world. And I think Elon has maintained a degree of sanity largely because he is so obsessed with like X, which has kept him a lifeline. But keep in mind that if X is your tether to the external reality of society, that's not the best or strongest tether ever. It's a bit of a poison tether. So I think that he's done much better in terms of actually living a fulfilling life than most people like him in history. But yeah.
People on
Oh,
social.
also the autism. Yeah, he's very autistic in terms of like the way he jokes and stuff.
I love seeing like his interactions when like you know they like film him at like these political events, and then if you just like look at Elon compared to everyone else, it's quite entertaining to like actually see the difference in like how everybody acts compared to Elon. The sorts of stuff that interests him, right? Like
That is great. Yeah. I mean, he's interested in the stuff we're interested in. Looking
Yeah.
like he's good at video games, memes, helping society. He
Yeah.
spends a lot of time with his kids.
just doing stupid shit in the corner. It's great.
Well, he's autistic in the way that like my wife's autistic, right? Like,
Like fidgeting
makes-
or
no. Like he's like obsessed. When you're around him, like the thing that he makes the most of is quite jarring. Is he loves puns, and I mean like dad joke level puns are constant. So it's like he's a fake gamer. A lot of gamers are fake gamers. Okay, a lot of people say they're better at games than they are. But
that's true.
Yeah.
That is a gamer thing. And it's like to be honest, like my take on that whole thing is that sure it's annoying, but you know, everybody does something like that. Like nobody's pure in that sense.
Yeah, somebody said he was diagnosed with Asperger's. Just in case you're not aware, Asperger's has been retired at the diagnosis, and now it's only autism. The reason it was retired is because the primary and really only difference between Asperger's and autism was that if you had Asperger's, it meant you were high IQ. And so it made everyone think that all autists were stupid, because the only way you could get the autism diagnosis is if you had this condition and you were stupid.